Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parinacharya Suprasada Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Avichan Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Namo Vishnupaya Krishna Pstaya Bhutale Srimate Pir Krishna Goswami Iti Namne Namo Sanikashaya Prabhupada Priyate Shuddhash Dinishta Bhaktasya Vakyanuvadine. Good morning. Hare Krishna to everyone. Oh, I finally got Prabhupada's garland. Thank you very much, Mataji. I was thinking, will I have the privilege of wearing his garland today? It's very precious. We should always try to wear Prabhupada's garland because it is just like a hug, embrace from Srila Prabhupada. And we are his grandchildren. So every opportunity we get, we must grab it. So thank you, Mataji. This morning, sorry about my voice. I've been recovering from flu, so I have been absent for the last 2 weeks. 14 days of being sick is not very nice, but there is an influenza going around, so please take care. This morning, we are bringing this class to you live from Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, North Sydney. Welcome to all our Mayapur online viewers who are watching us. And they're also watching us on ISKCON Sydney YouTube and Facebook. So today is a very special day. So I've got a treat for you. This is a class given directly by His Holiness B. Krishna Goswami Maharaj on this special day today. There are two great personalities who took appearance today. Two great personalities. You've got the pictures on the wall, so I'll try to cover that. As a result, I will not be able to cover this morning shloks. So if you could let the person tomorrow to know to cover this shlok tomorrow. The two great personalities that appear today, first of all, is Lord Vamandev, and the second one is Srila Jiva Goswami. So these facts I have got directly about Srila Jiva Goswami and Lord Vaman from my Guru's class. So I've written it down. I'll try to cover as much as possible. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Prayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So, Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sva Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuddhapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनीश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतृभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुव एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So I'll talk about Srila Jiva Goswami first. It's a smaller portion. And the other part of the class will be a little bit of information about the appearance of Lord Vamandev, who is a plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. So, Srila Jiva Goswami, he was the youngest of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. The 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, the photo is there on the altar, the first from the left, facing this way. So there were 6 Goswamis and he was the youngest. Srila Jiva Goswami was the son of Anupama. Anupama was the brother of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. So basically he was the nephew of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Now Anupama was a devotee of Lord Ram. He was not a devotee of Lord Krishna, actually. Jiva Goswami's father. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tried to get Anupama, his father, to become a devotee of Lord Krishna and chant Hare Krishna. And Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, they tried to test his dedication to Lord Ram also. They tried to make him chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and not chant Sitaram. So Anupama was always chanting Jai Siya Ram, Sitaram, Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman. And he cried all night. He could not give up Lord Ramchandra's devotion. So that is a lesson. I remember this class is brought to you by my Guru Maharaj. So everything I'm saying is actually from his class, it's not my own. Gurudev said that even in our Sampradaya, ISKCON, if someone is a Ram Bhakta, they should be glorified as well, and it's acceptable, 100%. Because it's just like Hanuman is very devoted to Lord Ram. So Jiva Goswami's father, Anupama, also could not bring himself to come out of his dedicated devotion to Lord Ram. Anyway, so coming back to Jiva Goswami, he was born. Do you know what color he was? His complexion? Anyone? Golden complexion. He had golden complexion like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he had his association from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also in a place called Ramakeli. And Ramakeli is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated Rupa and Sanatan Goswami as well. Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, their names were not always Rupa and Sanatan. When they received the initiation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Ramakeli, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, now your name is going to be Rupa and Sanatan. Their names previously were actually Muslim names or associated with Muslims. One was Dabir Kash and the other one was Shekhar Malik. So they had some Muslim names before. Anyway, Jiva Goswami, he met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was still very, very young boy. And he used to worship Radha and Krishna deities from the beginning. And Jiva Goswami used to have dreams of dancing with Radha and Krishna. He used to have dreams of dancing with Gaura Nitai also. So very dedicated from the beginning. And when Jiva Goswami got a little bit older, he went to where? He went to Navdvip. Who lives in Navdvip? Or what's all about Navdvip? That's where Gauranga, Lord Nityananda play their pastimes. So he went to Navdvip to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. He actually went basically to see Lord Nityananda in Navdvip. And there he met Nityananda there, and at Srivas Thakur's house. And Sachi Mata, who is Sachi Mata? Mother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Correct. So Sachi Mata there, she's just an incarnation of Devaki and Yashodamai. So she takes another roop, another form as Sachi Mata, Yashodamai. And she is now Gauranga or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother. She's there. She personally feeds Jiva Goswami because Jiva Goswami is still young. He's a little older but still very young. So she personally feeds him there. And then Jiva Goswami takes a tour of Navdeep. You know, Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, we still do up till today. Whoever goes to Mayapur, they have this Navdeep Mandal Parikrama, if you are lucky. I did a little bit, I couldn't do full, I don't think so. But we went during the Mayapur Kirtan, time, around March, Gora Purnima. They have the Navdeep Mandal Parikrama to take advantage of it. So he did this Mandal Parikrama directly with Lord Nityananda, Jiva Goswami. That's how fortunate he was. He did this Mandal directly with Lord Nityananda, who was directly his guru, actually. Directly his guru. So then Lord Nityananda decided to send him after that to a place called Kashi. Now those of us who are from India, we know what Kashi is like. There are lots of impersonalists there, but there are also great scholars there, Vedic scholars. So the reason why Lord Nityananda sent him there was to become a scholar for teaching, for learning. So in Kashi, Jiva Goswami, he studied under the supervision of Madhusudan. Madhusudan was a disciple of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So our disciplic succession. So under the supervision of Madhusudan, he learned Sanskrit, he learned grammar, he learned metrics, he learned poetry, and the reason was because he had to carry out the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In order to do that, he had to educate himself. So if you are educating yourself or learning the Shastras or going to school, learning physics, philosophy, whatever it is, they all will help you in serving Lord Krishna later on. So if your children are wanting to go to school, don't stop them. Send them to school. Let them learn. Because that will come in useful one day when they are serving Lord Krishna. They could go into management, they could build bridges for Krishna, whatever it is, engineering, or become an IT expert for Krishna. Who knows? So he learned those things, and eventually he went to Vrindavan. And then in Vrindavan he went to Radha Damodar temple. So he went, those of us who have visited Vrindavan, you know where Radha Damodar temple is. That's where Srila Prabhupada went also. So Radha Damodar temple, he was given service by Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. And guess what? He was still a brahmachari. Like we have brahmacharis in our temple. So it's very suited. Those services he was given was on a brahmachari level. Even though he is such a great personality, even though his guru is Lord Nityananda himself. What kind of service he was given, do you know? Washing clothes of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, which is really wonderful. Obviously, anybody would want to wash clothes for the 6 Goswamis. He was given cleaning. He was also given some service of proofreading of what was this book that Rupa Goswami wrote? I'm ahead of myself. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Rupa Goswami wrote that book, so Jiva Goswami was a proofreader of that. And now Gurudev stopped over here and he said something about why a brahmachari was given menial service. The reason is that it brings about the quality of humility for the protection of the brahmachari. for the protection. Now you think, well, my Guru Maharaj said when he was a brahmachari in the temple, he was given the toilets to clean. And he said, why am I being given the toilets to clean? Because I'm a very rich, he was really rich, my Guru Maharaj, when he left. He had his family had his own private jet and their own ship, so very high. He had his own sports car. And now he comes to the temples to clean the toilets. So I'm very from a rich background, but that's from humility. Because what happens, Gurudev said, that once you become initiated, become a devotee of the temple, then you start thinking highly of yourself that I should be respected, I'm a devotee, and therefore you become my servant. And then when new people come to the temple or there are some high level people, there is a sense of superiority that makes them offend the newcomers or a high level devotee. And Prabhupada says, in that case, when somebody is so rude, for example, he gave an example, in the prasad line, the devotees push the newcomers or the temple visitors or something, and we are going to have prasadam first. And push them in the line or cut the line or something, that is rude. That's not the good behavior. This is directly from his class. He said the Prabhupada says when devotees do that, then the vultures of hell pluck out their eyeballs in hell. That's a reaction. So the brahmachari Jiva Goswami was also given this humility process. So whenever we have brahmacharis, it is expected. And I have seen our brahmacharis do that. They clean the windows, they clean the doors, they clean the floors. And it is a very good lesson. It is for their own protection, actually. To save them from the vultures of hell, to have the eyes plucked out. So if you are being given manual service, don't take it the wrong way and don't feel bad. Actually, it is a good thing. I started off in the kitchen cleaning as well. I cleaned the paraphernalia and things like that when I started off in brahmacharini. Then I made laddus and things, but outside in the kitchen, not in Krishna's kitchen. So we all start small, menial service. So he got menial service. Then he, at that point, he accepted Rupa as his guru also. And then there was another incident, a training in humility, because he needed further humility lessons, Jiva Goswami. There was a wandering person around, his name was Rupa Narayan. And he was going around challenging everybody in debates and arguments. And he used to defeat them and get them to sign what is it called, a Jaya Patra. So Jaya Patra means a document declaring victory that you have won the argument. So Rupa Narayan was going around doing that. And so he went to Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami and challenged them on a debate. And Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami didn't want to waste their time. They said, okay, give the Jaya Patra, we'll sign it. They signed it and gave it to him, you win. And they did not bother. And so this Rupa Narayan went, bragged everywhere, proud, I defeated Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. He went to Jiva Goswami, and when Jiva Goswami heard Srila Jiva Goswami, he said, I'm their nephew. I will challenge you to a debate. And the debate between Jiva Goswami and Rupa Narayan went for 3 days. And he got totally annihilated. Rupa Narayan got totally annihilated to the point that he had a call of nature. You know the call of nature, what it is? There's a number 1 and there's a number 2, so you realize what it is. It's not number 1, it's number 2. So he was so badly defeated right there and then. He had a excellent call of nature. That's how badly Jiva Goswami defeated this person. Then Jiva Goswami went and told Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, I defeated this man, this impersonalist. So we feel very happy did that, but Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami did not appreciate it. They were not impressed at all. They said, if you are proud of this and bragging about this victory, then you are not qualified to be a sannyasi. And they banished Jiva Goswami. They said, we don't want to see you. After this, we don't want to see you. So they kicked him out of Vrindavan. And Jiva Goswami for 1 year, he lived outside. He lived outside Vrindavan. And you know how he lived? In a tree with a hollow of a tree, he lived there for 1 year. Then Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami were there. Then Sanatan Goswami, who was a little bit senior to Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami used to consider Sanatan Goswami as a guru also. So Sanatan Goswami said to Rupa Goswami, you are not following one instruction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And guess what instruction that was? It's called Jiva Doi. What does Jiva Doi mean? It means compassion for Jiva souls. Compassion for Jiva souls, living entities. That is the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jiva Doi Namaruchi, taste for the holy names. And the third one is Vaishnava Seva. If you don't have the three, you cannot be a good devotee. Jiva Doi, compassion, kindness. Taste for the holy names, Namaruchi. Vaishnava Seva. Serve all the Vaishnavas, from the child to the old man. You have these three perfectly done, you're a perfect devotee. So, the Jiva Doi. And Jiva Doi also means, in a sense, not in a sense, definitely it means being kind to Jiva Goswami. Right? So, he was not doing that. So, then Rupa Goswami acknowledged that, then they both went and called Rupa Goswami acknowledged his mistake. Then they both went and got Jiva Goswami back. So he returned, and then he came back. Some other qualities of Jiva Goswami was that he taught Swakiya Rasa. That Swakiya Rasa is the relationship, marital relationship between Radha and Krishna. He did not teach Parakiya, which is the unmarried relationship, because he felt his disciples were not qualified to understand. Actually, none of us really understand the relationship between Krishna, the intimate relationships. So we must never go there. Actually, Gurudev mentioned in his class, even the GBC took out this rule. We can't go Radhe, 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 Radhe for too long. We can say Radhe, Radhe, like they say in Vrindavan, but not for too long without Krishna. Because we are not qualified to understand the relationship between Radha and Krishna. We will make some of our own speculations. Actually, no one really understands why Radha and Krishna have their pastimes. I certainly don't. But at their level, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they know. But they're on high level. They're manjaris in Goluka Vrindavan. They're gopis, really, manjaris and gopis. So they know, but we don't. So he taught Swakiya Rasa. And then there's something else important that he did. Who knows about Emperor Akbar? We all know, right, about Emperor Akbar in India. He was the emperor, king, Mughal king. But he had a mode of goodness. He actually appreciated all the religions. So Jiva Goswami was responsible for convincing Emperor Akbar to finance the construction of the temples. So the Radha Damodar temple, Radha Madan Mohan, they are all financed by Emperor Akbar. And Emperor Akbar, he was also preached by Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami convinced him to become a vegetarian because Muslims are non-vegetarians. So Emperor Akbar became a vegetarian. So these is the very interesting facts that I got from Gurudev's class. That's why I thought I'd better relate that and not go through the normal shlok today. So Emperor Akbar financed those temples and became vegetarian. Also, I won't go about, Emperor Akbar's son was Shah Jahan, right, who built the temple in Taj Mahal. And basically the Taj Mahal used to be Lord Shiva's temple before. It was Lord Shiva's temple known as Tejo Maha, the effulgence of Lord Shiva. So for doing that, he was basically punished later on. Shah Jahan's son, I forget his name, something like something I forgot. Anyway, his grandson put Shah Jahan in jail. So So there was a reaction. His grandson was even worse than Shah Jahan. He was in a mode of ignorance, and Shah Jahan was in the mode of passion, and Akbar was in the mode of goodness. Son and grandson. So then that was his dealings, Jiva Goswami's dealings with Emperor Akbar. He also taught Shyamananda, Srinivasacharya, Narottam Das Thakur. So he was teacher of these three. His temple is the Radha Damodar temple, and this was the temple where all the six Goswamis, they used to have philosophical discussions. And Jiva Goswami also wrote the important six Sandarbhas, which are on aspects of devotional service, beginning with basic philosophy and then the relationship between Radha and Krishna. So he had written very many Vedic scriptures. He wrote many literatures. In fact, one of them was Gopal Champu. Gopal Champu is something, actually if you go on ISKCON Desire Tree, then P. Krishna Maharaj has read the commentary of it. So you can hear the audio of it. They're very nice. And it has very, it says, Srila Prabhupada says, that it contains all the information of Vraja. And it has all the relationships, intimate relationships of Vraja. So whoever reads it will understand the exchanges in the relationships of Vraja. So that was about Jiva Goswami. It's important to know about Acharyas because we come from there. We read about them and they have taught someone and someone has taught someone, and then it comes to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada teaches us. So we must always appreciate our Acharyas, and Jiva Goswami is one of our very important Acharyas, very important personality. So now we come to Lord Vamandev, and I don't know how much time I've got, but I'll try to try to compress it. So Lord Vamandev, who was he? Well, he was a plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His birth was very interesting. I'll come to that. He was basically born for one important reason, and that was to trick Bali Maharaj. That's why he was born. He had to trick Bali Maharaj. And that's one reason. And the second reason was that he wanted Bali Maharaj to realize the topmost aspect of devotional service, which is Atma Nivedanam. He is the Acharya for Atma Nivedanam, which means total surrender. Surrender everything to Lord Krishna, including himself. He is the Acharya. If you want to know who's the topmost in that, that's Bali Maharaj. So two reasons Vamandev was born. Now who is Bali Maharaj? He is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, you all know Prahlad Maharaj. The Lord Narasimhadev appeared. Excuse me, I'm still recovering from my flu, it's just going. So Narasimhadev was born or appeared to protect Prahlad Maharaj from his father, Hiranyakashipu. Actually, when Hiranyakashipu was killed, Lord Narasimha promised Prahlad Maharaj that he will, from now onwards, he will never kill his descendants. So Prahlad's bloodline will not be killed by any personality of Godhead. So Bali Maharaj, what was wrong with Bali Maharaj? Well, he was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj had a son called Virochan, and then Virochan had a son called Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj also had another son called Banasura. Banasura came in Lord Krishna's pastimes, the one with thousands of hands. And Krishna cut all his hands but didn't kill him. Anyway, so Bali Maharaj, what was wrong with him? Well, Bali Maharaj is a demon, obviously. His mother is Aditi, father is Kashyap. The demigods and Bali Maharaj had these fights, and Bali Maharaj was killed by the demigods once, dead. But Bali Maharaj had a guru called Shukracharya, who had Mrityu Sanjeevani mantras, which means bring you back to life. So he brought Bali Maharaj back to life. And in that, after that, when Bali Maharaj was brought to life, he started worshipping his guru. Now Shukracharya is the guru of all demons. But the thing is, even if you have a demonic guru, you worship your guru, whatever form it is, you inherit the powers of the guru. So if you have a guru, you worship your guru, it might not work because this is Kali Yuga in our times. However, you still get some potency of your guru. So if whoever I'm initiated by, I worship my guru, wash his feet, feed him, I will get certain empowerments. Perhaps that's why I can give his class today. I'm representing his class. It's not even my class. So I'm hoping I can deliver his class today. So certain potencies, it's on a small amount. So Bali Maharaj, what did he get? Well, he became really powerful. He became so powerful that he won from the demigods. He won the heavenly planets, and demigods were running here and there. In Lord Indra finished. He didn't die, but he lost his throne. So Lord Indra's mother decided to save Lord Indra. So she went to her husband and said, my son Indra has been, her name is Aditi, right? Aditi. Bali Maharaj's mother is Diti. Sorry, I got it the other way around. So Aditi went to Kashyap and said, my son Indra needs protection. What should I do? So Kashyap Muni told his wife Aditi, go and worship Lord Vishnu. And he gave her some austerities to do. And Aditi decided to do those austerities. And Lord Vishnu, behold, he appeared before her. And she said, I want this boon to protect my son Indra from Bali Maharaj, the demon. His heavens has been taken, his throne has been taken. So then Lord Vishnu said, go and worship your husband, Kashyap Muni. Now, this is the interesting birth of Vaman Dev. Why did he want the wife Aditi to go and worship her husband? The reason was, Lord Vishnu said that I am present in the semen of Kashyap Muni. The personality of Godhead is, his expansion is there in Kashyap Muni's body. So then, obviously, Diti got pregnant. The potency or the expansion of Lord Vishnu, Hari, was transferred from the semen of Kashyap Muni into the womb of Aditi. And she became pregnant with Vaman there. While she was pregnant, Lord Brahma said lots of prayers. And that's on this day today. We are having the Dwadashi day today. So this was the day that Lord Brahma was praying to Aditi while she was having Lord Vaman there in her womb. So today, my Guru Maharaj said in this class, if we observe Ekadashi, if you haven't had breakfast, then you observe that Ekadashi, it is very beneficial. Someone actually asked me on the WhatsApp group yesterday, they missed out on Ekadashi yesterday, and I said, well, tomorrow is Dwadashi, you can still observe it tomorrow. If she does, good for her, because it's a special day for Ekadashi today. Especially for this day, just for the Vaman Dev appearance. Not all those others, just for today. So anyway, that was, then when Vaman Dev was born after that, Aditi gave birth to Vaman, and then he appeared in the four-hand form of Vishnu. Initially, just like when he was born to Devaki, he was born as Lord Vishnu, the four-armed form. Then he transferred himself to a dwarf after that. So what is a dwarf? Dwarf is a very short person, but in our world, a dwarf is somebody who's born with imperfections. They look like they're squashed or something, and they have the features are not nice to look at. But Lord Krishna was simply just short, but he was beautifully proportioned. Proportion was beautiful, his features were very beautiful. He was a beautiful little boy. So much so that Bali Maharaj's sister, when she saw Vaman, she had these motherly feelings, what a beautiful little boy, I wish he was my son. Anyway, she was born, and then he said, if he's going to do something bad to my brother, I will feed him poison. So she had two kinds of feelings. Anyway, she was born as, Putna, later on, next life. So, and then after that, she became Lord Krishna's mother. So she got her wish. But coming back, he made himself very short, and he didn't have any growing up to do. And all the heavenly demigods and everyone, they were very happy to see Vaman finally appeared, because now they'll get the heavens back. So it always the case. They all presented him with lots of gifts. He got the umbrella, the kamandalu. Somebody actually brought the kamandalu there, and I was going to show you. I think it's maybe somebody has picked it up and taken it away. I don't know. So the kamandalu is a water pot, and he got other gifts. So then gifts from the demigods, the umbrella and things. Then he went. First thing he did, he didn't stay home. He didn't have any growing up to do, because he was already fully as grown as possible. He went straight to Bali Maharaj. Now Bali Maharaj, in order to get the heavenly planets, they have to do this 100 Ashwamedas. So he was in the process of doing that sacrifice, horse sacrifice. He went straight over there. Now Shukracharya had given Bali Maharaj some special instructions. Some special instructions. And what was one of those instructions? It was to worship Lord Vishnu. Did you know that? Shukracharya, he had told Lord Indra to worship Lord Vishnu. Being a demon, why worship Lord Vishnu? Because he said you worship Lord Vishnu for the power to win over the heavenly planets and things. So you can worship Lord Vishnu for material gains as well. So if we have people coming in the temple and asking Krishna for a Mercedes or a Ferrari or a permanent residence, we should not look down on them, actually. Whatever they come to Krishna for, yes, please come. Because you can come and pray to Krishna for material desires. Of course, if you're a devotee, Krishna will never listen. That's another thing. There's a flip side of the coin. You will not get your material desires fulfilled, you'll get your spiritual desires fulfilled. Unless the material desire is something to do with service of Krishna, then you'll get $1 million or whatever you ask for. But you'll use it for Krishna. Anyway. So, that was what Shukracharya told. Bali Maharaj, you worship Vishnu. So, when Vamandev came to his sacrifice, Bali Maharaj knew how to greet a visitor, a sannyasi or somebody of high stature. Immediately he washed Vaman's feet and worshipped Vaman. He left his sacrifice and prayers and was very hospitable to Vaman. And then he said, ask for a donation. I'll give you whatever you want. At that point, Shukracharya said, no, don't give him anything. But Bali Maharaj said, but I want to give him whatever he asks for. That's our tradition, that's our culture, that's what we should do. So whatever he asks for, so he goes to Vamandev and says, what can I ask you? Shukracharya is saying, he is Lord Vishnu, don't. So Bali Maharaj says, but you told me to worship Lord Vishnu. And now you are telling me, don't give him anything? Why? So Shukracharya says, I told you to get things from him, not give things to him. So don't give him anything. And Bali Maharaj said no. So he said no to his guru. And then Bali Maharaj picks up his kamandalu, the water pot that has a spout. He drops the water, which signifies that he's about to give donation or dakshina to whoever the asking person. The asking person is Vamandev, who asked for 3 pieces of land, 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj says, why are you asking for 3? I've got the whole universe, I've got the heavenly planets. You ask me anything, I can give you more. And actually, I'm going to quote what Vaman's reply was, because it's very important. Because I'm ahead of myself. The answer Vamandev gave was a really good one. I can't find it. It's on my own handwriting. I wrote it somewhere. But he said, if I'm not satisfied with 3 steps of land, then I will not be satisfied with more. In other words, if I'm not satisfied with whatever little I have, how can I be satisfied with more? So the lesson of that was that no matter how much we get, we are never really satisfied. That's a really wrong place to be, wrong thing to do. So Vamandev said, I'll be satisfied with 3 paces of land. Obviously, he's Lord Krishna, he's a trick behind it. So, so anyway, when Bali Maharaj decided to pour he said, okay, I'll give you 3 steps of land. Then he went to pour the water. Sukracharya at that time was very angry. Don't give it. And Bali Maharaj said, no, I will. So Sukracharya at that point cursed Bali Maharaj. He cursed Bali Maharaj, you're going to lose everything. So he got the blessing beforehand anyway, that he's going to lose everything by his guru. Then when he went to pour the water, Shukracharya made himself very, very small and put himself inside the pot, inside the spout where the water is poured out. So the water is not pouring. So Vamandev, he understood straight away what's happening, got a bit of kush grass and poked it inside the Kamandalu spout and basically took one eyeball out, Shukracharya's eyeball. So now whenever you see Shukracharya's photo or anything, you will see one eye is like that. He doesn't have one eye is damaged. There's no eyeball there. So obviously then he pours the water out and then he asks for the 3 paces. So first step, he takes the entire universe because Vamandev now increases and expands in size so big. So big, you can't imagine. So, and then the second step he takes, he touches the boundary of the universe. Remember, that's the second step. And that's when the Ganga comes out of the edges of the universe. And what happens is when the Ganga flows out of the boundaries of the universe, Lord Brahma collects that water in his Kamandalu. And later on, she becomes Ganga Devi, is flowing through India right now. But Lord Shiva carries that water in his hair. So that's another story for another day. So that's how Ganga came. And that's Ganga is very pure because she touches the foot of Lord Krishna. That is why she's pure. That is why any diseases or any sinful activities we have, if we dip in Ganga, you are purified because it comes from Charan of Krishna, his lotus feet. And I have heard that Jagataka Swami, quotation from him, he says, when you are bathing or when you hold water or something, you say Ganga, Ganga, Ganga 3 times. Ganga is there. She becomes present. So if you are having your shower or something and want to bathe in Ganga, say Ganga 3 times. That's a Ganga story. So then there's a third step left. There was no other place to put his third step. So Bali Maharaj said, you put it on my head. So the third step goes, imagine Krishna putting his foot on you. I mean, it's a blessing actually. Although he was pushed right down to Sutala planet. So Bali Maharaj lost everything. Indra got his heavens back. His mother was able to protect him, right? By getting Vamandev as her son. And obviously Vamandev is now brother of Lord Indra as well. Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there is something very nice. So that was the Atma Nivedanam, full surrender. So he became the Acharya of that. Now Bali Maharaj was also made a promise. Lord Krishna, Lord Vamandev made a promise to Bali. He said, you go down to this planet, but I will be your doorkeeper. I will protect your planet. You will never be hurt or you will never be attacked again by anyone. So Lord Vamandev is the protector of that planet, Sudala planet, promised by Lord, the personality of Godhead, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there were lots of blessings there. Actually, when Bali Maharaj said, you can put your foot on my head, that's when Lord Vaman glorified him as well. Imagine being glorified by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So he was also glorified. That's why when we speak about the topmost aspect of devotional service, we give our respects to Bali Maharaj, even though he was a demon. So the story ends happily ever after because the demigods get their planets back, heavenly planets. And that ends our class. I think we are right on time. So if anybody has any comments, I will try to answer as best as I can, or questions. No? Oh yes, Prabhu. Yes. I think it was the same temple. And from what I understand from that class, the question is when he went to Radha Damodar temple as a child to clean it, and then later on, that temple was built by Akbar, right? And Prabhupada and six Goswamis is the same place. Is that what the question is? Oh, did he build a temple? I think there was a temple there already, and then it was constructed further. That's from my understanding. When Akbar gave his finances, and then it was constructed further. That's what my understanding is. I don't have any further information after that. Any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you very much for listening. Enjoy Aduvadashi and appearance of Jiva Goswami and Lord Vamandev. Hare Krishna. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam Puran Ki Jai.